Do you see the 49ers making any big splashes in free agency? Last year, they did it with Javon Hargrave, even though a lot of us thought there's no way they're going to do it this season, and they still did. The year before, it was Charvarius Ward. Do you see any, not necessarily even a first day guy, but any big names that you think that they might grab early in free agency?
Yeah, I think this is one of the most interesting things. Is my normal conventional wisdom is like, we're up against the cap. We don't have the money to make a big time signing and go get somebody that's available out there. But they can free up a lot of money. And here we've been talking about the fact that the 49ers are all in. 2025 looks dire. 2026, possibly even worse. If you're really all in and you have the ability to free up $98 million in cap space, maybe you can free up enough. I've heard the rumors about Fred Warner potentially working on an extension to free up $12 million. I brought up a Debo restructure, which probably won't happen, but I'm just saying that's another $15 million you could free up. So yes, they have the potential to go out and do it. I think if they're going to go out and do it, they're going to go out and get probably an edge rusher. I think that makes the most sense. I think, yes, Chase Young is great, but I think there's some guys available that are edge rushers that would make a lot of sense. And I think the guy that I would target, the top two guys already got franchise tagged, would be someone like Danielle Hunter. I think Danielle Hunter would make a lot of sense, but can you pay him $20 million a year? That's the question. That's his projected value. I think the fact that he had 16 and a half sacks, he plays the run really well. Those type of things make sense to me. I don't know. This is one of those things where, once again, I was completely shocked last year when it came to bringing in Javon Hargrave. And I think they got to make a move. My question is, do they want to make one big move or do they want to make a couple of decent moves? Do they want to bring in Azeez Al-Shire to make sure they handle the linebacker position and then couple that with somebody that's a little bit cheaper, like a Carl Lawson, for instance, who had a down year because of injury last year? Is that the kind of stuff you want to do and use that $20 million to bring in like 3 or 4 guys that are going to help your team? Or do you want the one big splash? I think it could be the 3 or 4 guys that make up this thing because they got to fill some holes. And one of those keys is getting someone that can get you through Dre Greenlaw getting healthy. And so I don't know who that's going to be. Azeez would make the most sense to me because he already fits the system, even though people would probably hate me for saying this, but I think Bobby Wagner would actually be a better player overall. His numbers were just better than Azeez last year. I know he's older, but he's better against the run. So it's interesting to me, but I think the 49ers would like to probably bring in 3 or 4 guys.